If you're looking to add a pop of color in the border of your garden bed, then sit back as Tanya has some winning options to share with you.
As spring color that you might have already planted during the cooler winter months starts getting to its height and its peak and then starting to go over, in order to keep the garden going right into the summer months, you need to keep replacing. First thing we need to do is fix the soil, because whatever was in here, and because it is the front garden where a lot gets put in seasonally and replaced, the soil really needs to get improved and fixed, what we call conditioning. And of course, soil conditioning, you can use compost, but I managed to lay my hands on some crawl manure. Now, crawl manure, amazing, really intense, does the job, adds to that friability, and of course is going to give you amazing nutrition. So I'm going to add a bit of crawl manure to this, really get some nutrition in, and I'm going to put in some organic all-purpose fertilizer. Now, this is pelletized organic. It is a chicken manure base, which means I'm going to get the full spectrum of nutrition, plus all those important micronutrients. And because it's a pellet, as the water hits it, it swells and releases a little bit of nutrition. In time, that swelling will then eventually break down over a few months. So which means is, continuing for the time of the plants that I put them in here, there is going to be nutrition, which means my plants are going to be very, very happy. Roller is intent on gardening with me today. The bushes move, and out he comes. And digging. All right, folks. So my choice of what's going in here to carry on with the warm yellows, I want to use this little guy over here. It's called a pechoa. Now, interesting pechoa. Yes, you kind of got it. Petunia family, but slightly smaller. The pechoas are very much better suited to areas that receive summer rainfall, which is why they've been bred to have the smaller flowers, but in abundance. The bigger flowers, where you get summer rainfall, tend to get really messed up by the rain. Whereas in drier parts of South Africa, during the summers, you can very, very comfortably go for the larger, bigger petunias. So this little guy is pechoa, and carrying on with the yellow, I'm going to pop him in here. Pechoas get about 30 centimeters in height and at least 30 to 40 centimeters wide. So I can see it taking up this whole space here. Little lobularia, also known as alyssum. Oh, pots of honey. Pots and pots of honey. Just going to pop it in there. And then I've got a little Diascia indigenous, a great little perennial, just to pop in to give me a change in hue. So as I'm going down and transitioning from the yellow beds, picking up a bit of the orange from the Inca lily at the back. So in they go. I've just added another handful of the all-purpose organic fertilizer into the bottom of the hole to make sure that when these roots, the lower roots, then start pushing through, are really going to be in contact with the organic. And that's what we want. So remember, to take the plant out the pot, very simple. We're not pulling it by its ears. Just get your hand in there. Just hold it, firm it, turn it upside down, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the pot, and out it comes. Oh, look at those beautiful roots. Now these feeder roots, these lovely white feeder roots, which are the healthy guys, are then going to get into that soft, friable soil. Let's get this baby in. And a bit of grass clippings that came from this week's mowing, popping them around just as a mulch. What is important is that you don't put this layer too thick. But this is most certainly going to control the temperature of the soil a bit more, help to trap in moisture, and in time, as it breaks down, so it's going to add beautiful organic material and actually feed the soil. All that's left now is a good watering. And these little guys are good to go.